pace car pulling in off of into the pit lane. Here they come down here. It's look like it's up to the starter now. They've got a green flag and they're racing.
That's Tom Neal streaks out in the front. Randy McDaniel pulling right up alongside Bob Lesnett. As they dive into that first corner, we're going to see a big shake-up in position. Up. Got a little contact down there.
We have a car off in the first corner. Two cars off. Lost the wheel in turn one. There's a wheel rolling right now.
We got tires rolling everywhere. I got problems in one. I don't know if you can see it. We got tires rolling
Okay, apparently there's nothing on the course, and we have a standing yellow. The tow trucks are starting to come through the pit right now, and the safety vehicles. Our lead car, though, is starting to come through turn 9 right now, down the straight.
Okay, that's fine.
And here's Tom Neal drawing past for lead the first lap of this 20-lap exciting West Pro Championship race, followed by Enrique Contreras of Mexico City. It's Enrique's first visit. He's looking really strong. As they go past the standing yellow flag in turn 1, looks like ASC Racing teammates from Fresno, California, Frank Arnold and Greg Underdown, got a little mix up there on that first lap. I'm sure they'll be hauled away safely.
That's okay. We've got the radio here on.
What's the average time, Steve, for these cars?
Oh, I think we'll see these cars run in the low 123s, mid 123s, and save their tires and kind of plan strategically for racing. Got a lot of very, very smart drivers out there. It's a sprint race, but they're thinking the whole time.
123, it's about 108 miles per hour around this track.
That's a comfortable 108 miles per hour. The Sport 2000 handled those high-speed corners very well. In fact, most drivers say that they love that sensation of a high-speed corner and just the way the smooth way that these Swift chassis, that's the predominant chassis in the series, they're built in Los Angeles, go through those high-speed corners.
Incredibly smooth body cars.
Yeah, these are very sleek cars. They rely on everything, on all their downforce with no ground effects underneath.
Should be a white flag at start finish. Yeah, we should probably be displaying that emergency vehicle flag. Just a white flag. Just a white flag. I think we should, while those vehicles are there, we should probably display the white flag at start finish.
Hey, Tom Neal still has a healthy lead out there. Next time they come around, let's see how our Spec 84 class is doing. Remember, there's several $1,000s online for that.
So we have two classes racing in this race right here. Two groups of...
Well, essentially, they're all Sports 2000s, but we created what we call a race within a race. It's a group of cars called Spec 84. In 1984, there was a big leap forward in technology for the Sports 2000. They moved to inboard suspension, a lot sleeker car, more of a teardrop design. The older cars were made obsolete, only 2 seconds off the station. So we still have very competitive cars out there.
123.51 is our time for our leader right now.
Tom Neal is just winding it right up. He's not afraid to put his foot in this first lap. In fact, he's stretching out quite a lead on second place Enrique Contreras. And in number 30, Randy McDaniel of Oregon.
You want first car number 19.
Number 30, Randy McDaniel is pressing Enrique Contreras from Mexico City as they go into turn 1, and Enrique holds him off. This is Enrique's first visit to the West Pro Series. Remember, he's done the Formula K racing down in Mexico, with a lot of help from Marlboro. He's got a heavy Marlboro sponsorship, and it's resulted in a good chance for him, and he's done a lot of good racing. And we're going to see some today.
They're still displaying the white flag right now on the top. It doesn't mean the last lap. That means that there is an emergency vehicle right off the side of turn number 1. taking care of the cars that decided to lose some tires out there at the start of the race.
Starter, you can pull the white flag.
Okay, they're pulling the white flag. The emergency vehicle is out of the way. Once again, that was car 2. Greg Underdown, who went off the track, along with car 19, Frank Arnold. You see their teammates.
Yes, they're both work with ASC Racing out of Fresno, California. There goes Tom Neal's pass again. Comfortably in front, followed Randy McDaniel, who's moved up from 5th place.
When these cars do some drafting, they're within inches from the car in front.
They certainly do. In fact, there's a problem. They say only the Swift chassis can draft the Swift. Supposedly it's an undraftable car, but it's interesting, and you'll still see a lot of drafting going out there, especially among the older cars, the Tigers.
You think Swift particularly built that as a special design factor, or just by coincidence?
Oh, that's certain that they put that in. It's all been designed by David Bruns. He's 4 for 4 now. He's come up with 4 cars under the Swift name. Every one of them has been a world beater.
Okay, we have in the pits the car number 37.
That's Max McGarry with his home built Mariah. He and his crew chief Chris Heil actually put together their own Sports 2000. Now that's an incredibly sophisticated venture. But it's worked really well, and that happens to be a very high-speed car. It's got a computer-designed body on there, and it's a unique car. Hope I can get it together and get back out there, but it's a fun car to watch. It's probably the highest speed on the straight.
We have our leader right now starting to come across the start-finish line, car number 28.
Tom Neal holds his healthy gap there on Randy McDaniel. And Enrique Contreras is still holding off Bob Lesnett, Point Richmond, California. And leading the Spec 84 class is number 15, Darren Long. That's Valvoline Burmese Lola, followed closely by Charlie Holtzwin. And his Auto Convenience Center, number 9 Taiga out there. That's going to be quite a battle between these two Southern Californians. See who walks away with that extra $300 in the Spec 84 class, and that's $3,000 for the championship.
So who's our leader in our race within the race right now, Steve?
As you just said, Jared Law, Swiss Mesa, California, went by and he's going very fast in his 1982 Lola. It's a 7-year-old car. When you look at the stresses that a race car goes through, 100% cornering stress and 100% braking stress, time after time, lap after lap, those old cars, they get fatigued, but Darren, you're not slowing Darren down one bit. Tom Neal is still comfortably in front of Randy McDaniel, but Randy's an engineer, a very analytical thinker and very analytical driver. He's smart, he's very fast, and it's hard to tell when Randy's going to pull out his bag later on in the race. They just finished the first few laps here. Looks like we got a close race there between
Neck and neck right there.
Mears and number 29, Brian LeBrant.
Now it's a neck and neck, all right. Going into turn 1 here, who will be able to take it?
And Lance Mears both in front. Lance is actually a nephew of famous Rick Mears, Rick and Roger Mears, out of Bakersfield, California. Lance from Chula Vista just started his racing career and won 3 regional championships this year along the West Coast in the Club Sports category. Lance certainly looks like a comer, and he'll be somebody to watch in next year's American City Racing League.
Just like to remind people once again to stay out of the hot pit lane. When these cars come in, they come in quick. All those stand out there on the other side of the pit wall. Move over here.
You can't sit on the barrels, you can't stand on the barrels. You can't sit on the wall, these guys down here on the wall have their legs bent over. You guys have a little bit down, no? Okay. We're turning you into,
Darren Law holds the healthy lead of Charlie Holquin. That Spec 84 class, that battle is going to heat up, I guarantee you. Enough money on the line with these older cars to make it very economical racing for these drivers. Come out here, they get a chance, they get some money, they get a little respect, a little attention, and they sure love it. It's been a great class all year.
What would you say the cost of one of these cars are?
So it depends on how you want to approach it. A brand new Swift chassis is going to be about $31,000. The engines are 2-liter overhead cam 4-cylinder Ford. They came from the European Caprice. The engine's about $6,000. Their stock, the specs are actually very close to stock to keep the price tag down. And what we see here is not actually a built engine, but a well-tuned engine. There are several tuners. There's Dick Bettendorf, Jay Ivey, Marty Boyne, Curtis Farley, and endless more. King Castellino's Sterling engine representing a couple of cars here today, a couple of Tigers. And the approach is always the same. Some cars have a little more torque, maybe some cars have 1 more horsepower. That makes a big difference in this driver's class. So we're putting the car together for about $35,000, $40,000. The older cars, the Tigers are the most popular, the clash of the Tigers back there in the Spec 84 class. And we see one of those for about $8,000 to $12,000 race ready.
Fairly economical for someone just wanting to start out in racing.
A very economical way to get into a very professional pro series like the West Pro Series. It's sought after. A lot of top drivers come out of it. We're seeing Tom Niels out there showing displaying his talents as a top driver. And last year, the entire championship was led by Scott Atchison, who's the current leader in Super V points and a hot IndyCar prospect. The competition is very thick here in the West Pro Series. Here comes National Series number 37, Mariah Delta 1. Back out of Sacramento, California. Remember, that's that home-built car with a unique body on it, a computer-designed body. She streaks down the straight. Amazing straightaway speed for that car.
It's nice to see him get out of the pit. Move back on the track.
There goes Barbie Toon of Tiburon, California. She used to work for the Lucas Ranch, and she's part of the Lucasville Racing Fund, which sponsors Paul Decker's Sports Racing. Besides fielding 2 cars here in the West Pro Series, Paul's one of the national champions, esports racer, just won his 4th national championship. Here comes their teammate, Tom Niels, still in a very comfortable lead, a really healthy lead over Randy McDaniel of Orange, California. Bob Lethett and Enrique Contreras still fighting it out. They go into turn 1. Those two aren't letting off at all. Lance Mears, number 59, to see if he can close in on that black Tyga. Number 29, Brian LeBrant, the Rainax Tyga. Lance, like we said, has shown a lot of talent early this year, and he can be somebody to watch. This is his first pro race in the car. Lance says he feels very, very comfortable. He likes the track here at Willow. Many of our other drivers do. And let's just watch Lance. I can bet he'll pick up a few positions before this race is over. Barbie Toon again, one of our 2 women drivers in the series.
Sorry about that.
And as the leaders start passing groups of cars. This Tom Niels passed number 50, Frank Everett, in that beautiful number 5050 red and white Tyga. And we see Rick Ford. Remember, that's Rick's first visit to our top 5 qualifying session. And he's hanging right in there, running fast. Rick's finished as high as 5th this year, but his qualifying, he just hasn't really been able to put the power down in qualifying this year. Sure got it together today, and it's certainly paying off as he holds off Bob Doricott, another surprise qualifier.
Your top 5, 28305.
In fact, we'll see Bob and Rick and several other top drivers next weekend at Riverside with the Winston Cup for the West Pro Top 5 Challenge. 10-lap sprint for the best drivers, $10,000 on the line. A big $5,000 check going to first place.
10 laps over the lead.
And where we just passed our halfway point, in 10 laps we still got number 28 Tom Niels in the Lippin Stone Post Plus. Swift Ivy in the healthy lead over number 30 Randy McDaniel and his windshield in. Number 30 Swift the Curtis Farley engine. Third place is number 5 Enrique Contreras, a new visitor from Mexico City to the West Pro Series. And certainly showing well. Right behind him, and I mean right behind him, is number 10, Bob Lesnett. It looks like Bob's just going to pass him. His cars go by 3 abreast in front of him. There goes Bob. He finally got by Enrique. So that changes our position to Bob in 3rd place, Enrique Contreras in 4th place, and number 80, Rick Flory in that Domino's Pizza car.
We have a car off in turn 1 right now.
It looks like Enrique Contreras has been the accident, or been the victim of a racing incident as he's off in turn 1.
We have number 82 in the pits right now.
It's Roger Nedall. This is Nedall Berman McGill sponsored Swift Ivy, and here he is going back out there. Sorted out the problem.
Quick pit stop and back on through. Meanwhile, we still have that driver off in turn 1. He looks like he's out of the car. Everything fine. We have a standing yellow up there, though.
Enrique's fine. We'd just like to see his car move a position right up there. The driver's right side, turn 1.
Very vulnerable position.
Well, I'm sure his team, Carlos Bobeda Racing, is a little curious, but Enrique's fine. He's standing back there away from the car. It's unfortunate to see as they come to an end after such an excellent showing this morning. Looks like we've got some cool, confident leaders here among our 2 races. There's Tom Niels, closing his healthy lead in the West Pro, for our West Pro Series and the West Pro Championship. Tom has a good shot at it today, sitting 3rd in back of the tied Bob Lesnett and Randy McDaniel. And then in our race within a race, Darren Law, the Valvoline Burmese Willow, seems as cool and confident as could be as he holds a healthy lead over Charlie Holtman.
And our leader way out front, car 28.
Tom Niels of Chatsworth, California, flashes by and gives a wave to his Decker Sports Racing crew. They hold out the board for his teammate Barbie Kuhn, and his 2nd place Randy McDaniel and Bob Lesnett passes by. And there's Bob Lesnett waiting, watching Randy, looking for a place, looking for an opening. Bob's good looking for those weaknesses. He won our last race, the Tacoma Grand Prix. Just waiting, staying confident on that tight street circuit up in Tacoma, while 3 leaders crashed out in front of him. So you can never count Bob out, especially with these last few laps closing down. And he's got his eye on that $50,000 championship. He'll be taking home a big, fat $10,000 check if he comes in first.
Again, just about to turn out turn 9, about to lap a slower rider here, driver. And there he goes.
Coming by Roger Nedall. Number 30, Randy McDaniel in second. As you can see, Bob Lesnett is closing that gap. Number 10, Bob Lesnett. Plexus Computers, Swift Farley. He flashes by. Remember, he's got a lot of help from Tim Kerrigan at Redline Oil.
Now, leader has an 8-second lead over second place right now. Doing pretty well, pretty far ahead.
Tom's got a lot of time. He's only 22 years old, but he's got 10 go-karting Grand National Championships and an IKF sanction. He's got those under his belt. Tom is an experienced school veteran at just 22 years old. We're going to hear a lot more from Tom Neal.
Here with the weather, considering how much rain was dumped on us yesterday. I'm afraid you're going to have to take your rain tires on.
There's a lot of concern about rain tires. Very few of our drivers really have a lot of experience, especially in the heavy rain we saw yesterday. They're used to going out in just a light rain or a drizzle. Some of our drivers from up north, say Portland, Oregon, Seattle, they've raced in rain, but they race in a lot of mist up there. But that's the only disadvantage the Western drivers have over the Eastern Sports 2000 Series. They don't have that time in the rain, but I'm sure that's something they're willing to risk.
Okay, we've gone through 15 laps. We're 3/4 of the way through this race, and Tom Niels has held it the whole way.
Tom certainly seems to have it in hand. There's still 5 laps to go in this race. There's still $66,000 up for grabs today. So I don't think anybody's just going to sit back and watch him. They're going to cut loose in about the last 2 or 3 laps. So we're all working lap 15. I'd say about lap 17. You better just keep your eyes peeled, because there's going to be some real moves made among those front leaders.
59 passing 28 right there.
Lance Mears and Brian LeBrand mixing it up a little bit down the way into 21. A battle of the Tigers.
We have 2 cars in the pits right there.
Looks like number 20, Peters Arcades, and number 9, Charlie Holtman, who was second place in that SEC 84 class, are both in the pits right now. Still working on Charlie's car. We may see him come back out again. We'll get to our new leader perspective. There's Tom Niels by again. But this battle for second is getting really hot between number 30, Randy McDaniel, Orange, California, and number 10, Bob Lesnett, and that Plexus Computers. Swift Farley, they are all over each other. But Bob's not letting off one bit. Remember, those first 3 are all really hungry for the championship. So we'll be looking for, there's our number 4th place car, number 33, Bob Doricott, hotly pursued by number 1, Steve Kiwi Cameron, all the way from Auckland, New Zealand. Steve's heading up and down here, but he's certainly proved that he's as fast as anybody else out there. He's sure making up some time now. There's Charlie Holtman coming out of the pits and heading back out there. Looks like he's going to be at least 1 lap down on Darren Law, who was just seconds back. I think he'll probably really. Our new second place in SEC 84 is, I would say, it's Lance Mears there, number 59. Doesn't look like Brian LeBrand's going to give him any breathing room, though, after that pass he just pulled off. As they chase, they go side-by-side past Len Moore into turn 2. Guys are cool and confident. But last year, that's what happened to Scott Atchison after he left the championship the entire season. Got caught up with a back marker at the final race in the final lap. He ended up losing the championship by 1 point. So everybody's got to stay cool, relaxed, calm, keep their head together during these last few laps of the West Pro season. As we complete lap 17. Okay, these last 3 laps, that's when they're going to start really putting in, going a little deeper into those corners, coming out a little hotter, working their way around turn 9. And you just watch that battle for second place as Bob Lesnett is going to be all over Randy McDaniel.
Spectators are getting a really good race here today. Watch
There's Bob Lesman coming out of turn 6, just climbing all over Randy McDaniel, and you can bet he plans on railing him in there by the time they get to turn 9. Well, battle for 4th place heats up between Bob Doricott and Steve Cameron. Doricott in that red and blue car, which earlier won the Tag Heuer Best Appearing Car Award. Then there's Steve Cameron, regular visitor to the front of our grid. So this was Leslie McGann there. They're both going to go as hard as they can, right into turn 1. They're flat out down that front straight. They're going to be side by side.
Neil still holds an 8.5-second lead over the 2nd and 3rd place drivers back there.
And Tom just has to worry about back markers now. Looking out there finishing these last 3 laps. But that's far from the concern of Randy McDaniel and Bob Lesnett. They're just climbing all over each other, providing some spectacular racing there. They chase 2nd place and their championship. Remember, $10,000 goes to 1st place from that $50,000 Firestone Parnelli Jones championship. $6,000 to 2nd, $4,000 to 3rd, and the remaining $30,000 is split based on point basis throughout the rest of the field. Meaning all these drivers are going to take home a nice, healthy chunk.
We're taking a look at the 2nd and 3rd place drivers right now. They're trying to stretch it out a little bit. Coming around turn 9. It's still a battle for 2nd and 3rd.
There's Lesnett again, climbing up on McDaniel, but McDaniel holds him up. McDaniel's an experienced KG veteran, but really no more experience about Whoa. They got a little close in turn 1, but Randy held him up. Randy knows how to shut the door on there. Randy's probably one of the most difficult drivers to pass. He's very smart. He'll play with the driver. He'll suck him into a place in the turn and then shut the door right on him. Number 45, Michael Faulkner in that Walnut Creek Ferrari. He's shown speed late this year, but he's had a rough weekend this time. Our Spec 84 leader, Darren Law, is just flying ahead. Remember, number 9, Charlie Hope, went more than a lap down. So Darren is very comfortably in the lead of this Spec 84 championship. And there's Lance Mears, number 2. Lance Mears, the cousin of the famous Rick Mears.
Meanwhile, Tom Mills holds a very comfortable lead. Okay, coming through in the checkered flag.
Tom Neal is about to win. And Tom Neal from the Lucasfilm Racing Team, Checker Sports down there, they win their 3rd race of the year in the West Pro Championship. Tom is walked home with his $600 Redline Top 5 qualifying. Randy finishes 2nd overall in the race, and Randy finishes 2nd in the championship. So Tom Neal's had a nice day. Here's Steve Cameron going to pass Bob Doricott. And it looks like Doricott held him off. Well, it's been a comfortable day for Tom Neal. He's picked up $12,600 just today. That's a nice Sunday. That's a nice Sunday's work, isn't it?
It's not bad at all. We'll be doing some awards presentation for our winners down next to the announcer's booth here.
There's Darren Law winning the Spec 84 class. As the rest of our field takes the checkered flag.